Hello, my name is Michael Smith, and this is my life. Um, Today it is Wednesday, June the 19th of 2019, and it is 5:12 in the a.m. And I am feeling goofy this morning. So yesterday, so I'm really sore this morning, and was also really sore last night, and it really stinks. It really does. I remember when I was younger, I used to be able to run around and do all kinds of stuff and never feel a thing. Or maybe be like, Mom, my arms are a little sore. Well, you work some muscles you never worked before. And, later that day, I didn't even feel a thing. Monday, so I have two riding lawnmowers and the Cub Cadet, which I got from Uncle Tony. And the steering on that, the column for the steering, or the hole for the steering shaft, is bored out, so you can't turn it. So it's out of condition. I need to do a weld on that, and I really don't have a place to do a weld. And then the John Deere, well, it's got a flat tire because it sat too long, and it's got a slow leak. And the battery's dead because somebody came into the garage and turned it on, was playing, and left it on. But the real big issue is fuel delivery issue, and got a couple of, they got a little bit of insight from my dad that it might be some water in the gas or something like that. Whatever. And I've just been fighting that. So anyway, so I got a new fuel filter I got to put on, and I might have to put on a new fuel pump. But I've been push mowing the yard, and I push mowed the yard on Monday, and yeah, I was really sore at the end of that. And then I went to work yesterday, and I felt fine, but then I came home, and I worked out in the garage, cleaning it up. Tanny cleaned out the attic, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago, and when she cleaned it out, she was like, I cleaned out the attic. I was like, okay, great, where'd you put the stuff from the attic? And she was like, the garage. So it's still out there, and because of all the stuff out in the garage for a long time now, it's prevented me from working out there. And I've just decided to try and take matters into my own hands, because I really got, I only get so many months of warm weather, and the shop isn't insulated, the garage isn't insulated, and I've been having trouble with the heater, and I just, damn the petites. Damn the torpedoes. I'm just going to go out there and try to clean up my garage, And the other thing that's frustrating about the garage is I've got 14 bicycles. Now, yes, I have 6 kids, and there's 8 of us, but I still have 14 bicycles. Zach and Joe don't even ride bicycles yet. I mean, Zach's got a bike, which I just thought was a real waste. He got one for his birthday. And there's, I don't know. I guess the thing is like, I think, and I have also 2 Power Wheels, which take up, just about the same amount of footprint as a riding lawnmower. So my two, because it was so bad, my 2 riding lawnmowers had to spend the winter outside, and I think that was part of the problem. Well, not with the Cub Cadet, but definitely with the John Deere, maybe, I don't know. Definitely, maybe, I don't know. The thing is like, people don't. One thing that this whole episode in my life has made me realize is that people really don't pay attention to or they don't put any thought into the effects of their actions. Like, I'm going to go do this. Like Gary and Lori buy new bicycles for the kids. I have bicycles. Yes, they're old and they're rusty, but they work, and it's like they buy me new ones, and it's like part of it was like, well, get rid of the old ones. Well, okay, I mean, I suppose I could do that, but it's like, then the Power Wheels, it's like they bought the Power Wheels, but they didn't think about where I was going to put them. I can guarantee you that if they bought them the Power Wheels and the Power Wheels had to stay at their house, they wouldn't have bought them, probably. So right now the Power Wheels are I need to get a better tarp, but I have them under a tarp out in the backyard. I'm not going to keep them inside anymore. They're a toy No. It's my garage. I want to be able to work in the garage. I want to be, Danny goes and buys, lumber, and and the kids put stuff in them, and they put their bikes and stuff away. I say that with air quotes. They just lob everything in there, and it's this huge mess. And I go out to the garage and I come in, and it's like, guys, we can't just lob everything out there. You literally can't move. Well, now you can move. There's not an attic in the garage, but like there's the rafters, and so I actually went back to storing some things above the rafters, which years ago I cleaned all that out. It was amazing, all the stuff I cleaned out. And that's another thing that I would say about this episode is stuff. We just collect so much stuff, and there's so much weight, with the stuff that we purchase. And I just have this desire to purge and get rid of and become more thrifty as I sit here around 3 computer monitors. I don't know. I read a book about Francis of Assisi and how he lived a life. He came from a family that was pretty well off, and he lived a life of intentional poverty. And the joy he found in that. And you look at Jesus Christ. He was the Son of God. And he was born to a family that, for all intents and purposes, you're given the impression that he was dirt poor. He was born in a barn. Not really a barn, but, I can't even think. I'm getting old. I can't think of the words I used to just roll off my tongue. I used to be really sharp and quick and witty. Yeah, not so much anymore. Of course, I haven't had my coffee yet either. But, no, I guess my thing would be going forward in life is, don't collect so much stuff, because it just holds you down and weighs you down. Not to say that you shouldn't have anything, but at the same time, be careful about what you collect. Because it's a famous line. I've heard it a million places, but I recall it from Fight Club, Do the things you own you? Because your life is then reorganized around collecting stuff or maintaining your collection of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. We're doing, because it's like, and so going back to the thing with like, our lives have consequences, right now I'm at work and we're counting everything, we're inventorying everything at work, which is not my usual job. I usually fix things. And so things have been put away. You never have a full appreciation for someone else's life or their job or both. But in my opinion, this stuff could have been put away a little bit neater, organized a little bit better, tagged a little bit better so that it was easier to count and keep track of. It's been very long, frustrating couple of days. Hopefully it's done today, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But, these guys are putting stuff away, and they don't put, the numbers on it to track stuff down, and it creates havoc for the people who do inventory. So it makes me wonder, what am I doing? And this is where it's like I feel guilty, because it's like, well, yesterday I came home and worked in the garage. Monday I worked in the yard. Yesterday I worked in the garage. I still came in and I had dinner, and I helped do dishes, and I helped clean up the house, and I helped give the little ones baths and stuff. And I really try to help my wife out. She's got this cold that's kind of dragging on her right now. And, she's got a daycare and kids full of energy, but, I'm out there in the throes of it. And now I'm thinking, like, well, maybe I should have stayed inside yesterday. I don't know. What choice did me working out in the garage and out in the, but it needed to be done. I don't know. I really wish I could just take everything in the garage and go put it on the curb. And I probably could. We live in an area where if you put decent stuff out there, there's a lot of people of meager means, and they'll just relieve you of, like I've got an air conditioner, window air conditioner that works pretty good. I'm sure there's a family that could use that. I could cleanse out some of the bicycles, and I'm sure there are some kids, maybe around town or in the area that could really use that. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should do. Tanny wants to take it in. She wants to take a lot of this stuff and take it to like Goodwill or whatever, or Spare and Share and Gridley, and it's like, you don't want to do that because it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like pawning your garbage off on somebody else. I don't know. Because some of it just doesn't seem, it sat out in the garage for 2 years or a year or whatever. And it's kind of dirty, and it's like, I don't know. But then that's my pride and my ego. Like, I feel like it's garbage. Well, if I'm willing to put it on the curb and let somebody take it, then, of course, I don't have a truck to really take a bunch of bicycles to Spare and Share. I don't know. See, and this is the vortex that my brain gets sucked into. So, I guess my takeaway from yesterday is don't collect so much junk. And think about what you do before you do it, because you don't know how it's going to affect other people. And really, what is life without love? Be much better off if we all went through life actually caring and loving each other rather than trying to shove what we want down other people's throats. I don't know. Not all I'll say about that.